My fear as a Liverpool fan is, obviously, look, he is our, for want of a better word, he's our Sir Alex Ferguson, he's our Arsene Wenger, and I think we all saw how United still, 6 managers later, haven't replaced Alex Ferguson, and Arsenal fans, have you replaced Arsene Wenger? Is Mikel Arteta that? We don't know yet, right? He's not won the league. And I think for Liverpool, you hope it's going to be this perfect transition to a manager that still plays the same way and we still win stuff and potentially battle for the league. And I don't know if it will be. I don't know if you can. I don't know if that's going to happen, whether or not Xabi Alonso comes in or not. And if it's not Xabi, then who? Liverpool got a bit of a problem here.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
I mean, you
didn't know. I know Mourinho wasn't there for that long. But Mourinho was Klopp. He was that guy that got everyone bouncing, exactly the same. Everyone singing from the same hymn sheet. It was perfect. And when he left, you guys still kept winning. Every manager that comes in and gets that. Like, I saw your video the other day where you said Chelsea haven't gone more than 2 years without winning stuff. So you've always still won stuff.
But interestingly, one of the years where we did go without winning anything was the year after we sacked Mourinho. The year where we wrongly sacked Mourinho was like, so Mourinho got sacked in 2007 off the back of, we played Rosenborg at home, we drew 1-1, and for some stupid reason Abramovich sacked him. The following year is one of the most ridiculous years ever, the 2008 season, which is when we went to Moscow, got beat, went to Wembley, got beat, finished second in the league and went out to cut by Barnsley done us.
By the way, this is such a segue. We are talking about Klopp, I promise you. But did you see Frank Lampard stick to football when he's talking about Abramovich?
Tell me.
He said Abramovich used to come into the changing room, not a lot of times, but used to come in there and used to absolutely destroy everyone. And he was destroying them all in Russian, so the translator would then tell you. And he was basically saying, you're not going to be here. You're not going to be here. Keep going. You're not going to be here. Like, it was that ruthless. Because everyone looks at him as being quite, friendly, jovial character. But when he used to come in the changing room and tear you to shreds, he used to tear you to shreds. Yeah. Xabi Alonso, very quickly. Obviously, look, Bayer Leverkusen, unbeaten. Liverpool could play them, by the way, in the Europa League. That could be interesting.
That's happening, isn't it? That's going to happen, surely.
Yeah, it is.
Look, I think that ultimately what Liverpool have in front of them is one of the biggest moments in their history under FSG. Like appointing the heir to Jurgen Klopp's squad is going to be very difficult.
Has it not been done already?
You think they know already who it's going to be?
I sometimes.
I don't think so. I know you and
Jurgen Klopp to announce it. I think that's done already.
I think you and I disagree on this, Addy. I don't think that the squad knew. You know, when we were talking about did the squad
definitely disagree.
There's no way.
I always say I feel like the big ones, not all the squad. Don't get me wrong. Conor Bradley's not getting a phone call. No, but I always feel the Van Dijk, Alisson, and Salah. I look at those as the.
I think it's impossible for them to have known because there would have been a leak.
You know why I think they know, and this is the only reason I think they know is because Van Dijk, Alisson, and Trent contracts have only got a year left in the summer, and I think they basically put new contracts on the table for them. I don't think they could risk signing it without knowing what Klopp's doing. I think the reason they haven't signed is because there's been a conversation with potentially Klopp might not be.
Right,
do you know
perhaps.
what I mean?
I just think that the history of football has taught us that if the squad knows, the press knows, and therefore we know.
Good shout. Not fair.
So look. But also no, I don't think that Liverpool know who the heir is because it's impossible to know. Because, for example, Xabi Alonso could have a terrible
back end
3 months. Yeah, it could all go massively wrong. It could go massively wrong. They could win 6 games between now and the end of the season. Like, I'm not suggesting that's going to happen, but it could happen.
I know what you mean.
You know, they've got themselves into a very privileged position. It's all going very well, but you don't appoint somebody based on their statistics in January or February. You know, he's going to need to succeed in the true definition of the word success, not the Mauricio Pochettino definition of the word success. He's going to have to win silver. He's going to have to do something.
Because we appointed Klopp off the back of failure.
You didn't.
I know. We did. We appointed him back on what he did.
Yeah.
But that season at Dortmund was horrendous.
Yes, but with Jurgen Klopp, it's different because Jurgen Klopp arrived at Liverpool with an entire package, an entire back catalogue, and it was. With Klopp, it's a bit Mourinho. You get so much more. It was what he means. It was what he means to the fans. What he's done in terms of the culture of football clubs, as well as turning players into good players and winning silverware. Yeah,
water into wine. If Bayern Munich come in for Xabi Alonso, bear in mind his kids are now settled in Germany. His wife, for all intents and purposes, is happy in Germany. Bayern Munich, obviously one of the biggest clubs in the world, like Liverpool, basically, right? As big, same behemoths. If they come in, do Liverpool have a problem?
No.
You think he used to play for them as well?
No. Look, I don't know enough about I don't know enough about Xavi Alonso's Bayern Munich relationships. I know he played for them, but I know that he loves Liverpool. I know that he's interwoven into the fabric of Liverpool, not only the city but the football team. He's Spanish but Scouse, right? So I don't think that would be an issue. The other thing is, I recognise and acknowledge and respect the prestige of Bayern Munich, but I don't recognise any prestige in the Bundesliga. And I think if you're offered the Premier League job, particularly the Liverpool hot seat, like the Liverpool hot seat has to be one of the top. If you're ranking jobs in football, go every single job, right? I don't know, the Brazil manager, like literally every job in a history of football.
Let's go
right?
Where? Go on.
Like the Liverpool hot seat, what, top 5 most prestigious jobs?
Good, yeah.
You think about the footsteps of the people that you're following in. You think about the trajectory. You think about the contribution to the game of people like Paisley.
Yeah.
You think about what it represents, not only your role as a football manager, but your role in the city of Liverpool. Yeah,
massive. Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't know.
And that's what Xabi gets.
Yeah, he understands that.
He understands that straight away, and the fans will give him a chance immediately.
In terms of the biggest club jobs, I think you definitely say Real Madrid is up there. I think you definitely say Manchester United's up there.
I would then.
I think it's probably the Liverpool.
An argument for Liverpool.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Yeah, and then the only thing's bigger. I wouldn't necessarily think this, but some may suggest that the role of the national team manager of Brazil, the national team manager of Argentina, maybe Boca Juniors manager. I don't know.
Yeah.
But from what I recognise, from my consciousness of football, I don't see how the Liverpool job gets turned down by anyone.
I just want to throw a name out there. It's a bit of a random one, but just hear me out on it. Bear in mind, he's a winner as well. One for your club. Thomas Tuchel.
Yes.
You've obviously seen him up and close. Brought success. As I said to your club, you won the Champions League. Did you win a Super Cup? You won a Super Cup as well.
Cup,
and
Club
the
World
Cup.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a failure.
No,
it wasn't a failure. It obviously went wrong for some reason towards the end. How good choice or bad choice, Liverpool? Like, should he be given an interview? Should he be looked at?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. I don't necessarily think he'd be the right fit for Liverpool. I don't necessarily think he's the right personality. And a lot of Chelsea fans will disagree with me here, but I don't rate him as highly as others. Like, regardless of how badly it went last season for Graham Potter and for Frank Lampard, our 2 worst performances of the season were under Tuchel. Like, we went away to Elland Road and just got battered, which is completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. We went away to Southampton and got battered.
Unacceptable.
It's completely no Chelsea Leeds. You don't, like, you turn up, you fight against Leeds. Like, look, you can get beat at Elland Road. But like, I remember John Spencer scoring a winner up there. Do you know what I mean? I remember John Harley scoring a winner up there.
John Harley, what
because
a name.
It matters. Because it matters. Like, when James Milner scored against us up there, I was there and it was unacceptable. And somehow Thomas Tuchel's gone out there. We conceded 3 against bloody Jesse Marsh. You know what I mean? Like, completely unacceptable. And then we went to Southampton and got beat as well. So that is what Thomas Tuchel's capable of. You've also got to remember those 2 cup finals he lost consecutively to Klopp and Liverpool.
On pens.
It doesn't matter how you get beat. We lost. It doesn't matter how you get beat. You get beat.
Outplayed us in one of them.
Yeah, you get beat.
Yeah,
we outplayed Liverpool yesterday. Arguably, we certainly had the chances to win the game, but we got beat, which is unacceptable. And I mean, you think about losing to Liverpool, and maybe you can make a case for it being okay. Got done by Brendan Rodgers. Tuchel got done by Brendan Rodgers at Wembley. Like, come on. But Chelsea beat Leicester at Wembley. Come on. You lose to Arsenal at Wembley, maybe. You lose to Liverpool at Wembley, maybe.
Cup, Brendan Rodgers, you're right. I forget that one. Leicester. Yeah, Tillemans.
Yeah, like he lost more finals than he won, Tuchel, for Chelsea. He lost more finals than he won. The other thing, there's like a diminishing...
After all that, by the way, he doesn't get an interview. After what you're saying right now, he doesn't get an interview. Also,
there's a diminishing return of him. If you think about what he's done, I think he spent 5 years at Mainz, right? 5.
Literally behind Klopp, then Dortmund.
Yeah, 2.5 years, but just look at the maths of it, right? 5 years at Mainz, 2.5 at Dortmund, 19 months at Paris Saint-Germain, 14 months at Chelsea, 9 months at Bayern.
It's getting worse and worse and worse.
And it's going wrong, quicker. Like, he's that fastidious, meticulous approach to football. I think it drives people mad. Players.
I think it's a bit too much.
It drives players mad.
Sergeant.
Yeah, drives them mad. Particularly players at Liverpool who are used to expressing.
I'd always love the handshake with Conte.
Yeah.
That gets you an interview just for that. Just the handshake gets you an interview
yeah,
just for that. He's got that about him.
Conte batters him, though. You know, if it goes...
You think Conte beats him up?
Yeah, of course.
No way.
Yeah, of course he does.
Against that drill sergeant.
It's all very well giving it...
I think Thomas Tuchel's fit as well. Like, I think he runs marathons. I think Conte smokes cigars and drinks wine all night.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Conte's the main man, isn't he? Conte's the godfather.
You're just sticking up for small people, yeah?
No, I just love Antonio Conte. I mean, he sued Chelsea and I still love him. That's
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.